and welcome to Logan Sounds Off, where I talk about books, music, and a whole lot more. I'm your host, Logan Kelly. Hello and welcome back to Logan Sounds Off. Today I'm doing an album review on Amy Winehouse's debut album, Frank. This was released in 2003 and the production company of this was Island. So I actually didn't know about Frank. I didn't know much about Amy Winehouse, and the only thing I knew was that she sung Back to Black and a song called Rehab, and I knew that she had a really weird album cover where she was sitting on a chair for Back to Black. That's all I knew. So a friend of mine gave me this and I began to listen to it and I fell in love with it immediately. This is a brilliant album. The first song on side A was Stronger Than Me, and this was one of my favourites. She has a very powerful voice. Amy Winehouse, I feel, is one of the most powerful singers I know. Apart from Adele, she really is amazing at singing. So there's something actually with this album. Before Stronger Than Me, there was a song, but technically it was like an interlude, the intro, where it was Amy Winehouse just humming along for like 10 seconds max. And then you Sent Me Flying, and in brackets, Cherry. So I originally looked at this and went, whoa, 6 minutes, or nearly 7 minutes, this must be a whopper. But I figured out that actually Amy has this thing where if a song's in brackets, it doesn't mean brackets, it means slash. So You Sent Me Flying and Cherry are two separate songs, though they're combined into the same song. So this was a good song. Then Know You Now, again, was following up brilliant. I really liked that. Then the next song I actually can't say because on the front of the album it even says parental advisory, explicit content, but this says F My Pumps. I like this because of the beat and because of the instruments that were used in this song. I didn't mind the lyrics. They were my favourite part of the song, but this is my favourite song apart from another song that we're going to get to very soon. I heard Love Is Blind. That followed on F Me Pumps very, very well. Now, I didn't really love this song as much as I loved some of the other songs. Now, the other songs on this album do make up for this song, and some of the other songs that were okay. So, if let's say I was doing Logan's 5, this would be around a 3-star mark. Right bang in the middle, or a bit over. Then you got Moody's Mood for Love, which is a similar kind of vibe with I Heard Love Is Blind. And then you got There Is No Greater Love following that. So 3 love songs all in a row. And they're all quite good. Now, I wouldn't, if somebody was to ask me, name some songs off Frank, I wouldn't name them immediately because they are kind of fade into the background. Where Stronger Than Me, Cherry, Send Me Flying, F Me Pumps, they're really powerful, so you're going, wow, that's brilliant, and you're listening into it. But then when it goes back to that, it's kind of more chill. I don't really mind that actually on this album. She's actually a good jazz singer, I think, Amy Winehouse, and blues as well. So then you got the final track of side A, not even side B. So I've been talking 4 minutes straight about side A and about how great it is. In my bed, not too bad, 5 minutes long, wasn't my favourite, but it wasn't my least favourite, you know. I didn't mind it. It followed on great to all the songs. All the songs in side A were brilliant. Side A is definitely my favourite side to this album. Then you're moving on to side B. Take the Box. I didn't get this, okay? I didn't really know what to think of this. The lyrics were a bit mad, like take the box, what the hell? But apart from that, I liked it. It's just the singing not the singing, the actual lyrics, which I didn't really get. But that's just me. I bet you there's loads of people out there going, oh God, Take the Box is my favourite song. You probably don't know about it, but this, and I could be real wrong about this, but that's just my opinion at the moment. I'd love to see, though, if you guys know anything about any of the songs that I've reviewed on this, tell me a little bit about it. So then you've got October Song. Again, follows on brilliantly. A lot of these songs fade into each other, as you can hear me say a lot of the time. And following on greatly from that is because every time a song plays, it just gets better and better and better and better. And then it gets so good that I love the last two songs on Frank, and I'll get to them in about a minute actually. So then, what is it about men? I think I listened to this about 2 or 3 or 4 times, and I didn't mind it now. It was quite good. There's a lot of great songs on this album, and I think What Is It About Men would have been one of them. Then the last 2 songs, Help Yourself. I loved this song. I thought it was really good. The saxophone in it was like a loop. It was like an electronic loop throughout it. So I didn't really know what to think about that. It was quite different to some of the other stuff. I noticed that usually there wasn't acoustic drumming. There was normally beats throughout this album, and then there was saxophone, or there was some blues instrument in the background with Amy singing her heart out. So Help Yourself, I liked it because it was weird. I liked it because it was unique. I liked it because it was mad. And I feel that was one of the best songs. It was one of my top 5 songs on this album. So then you've got Amy, 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 and the outro, combined into a whopper of a song which is 13 minutes long. This wasn't too bad. The lyrics in this are kind of repetitive. You can hear, let's say, parallel is one of the words actually that's repeated quite a lot throughout this album. But it's quite a good song anyways, and the outro is all about, let's say, it's this guy and he's saying that's the end of Amy Winehouse's show for tonight, and that's kind of cool. And I like the way she put in some ambience, I'd call it, with it, that there's some natural kind of sounds and recordings in it, which is quite cool. Now, my other thoughts. What am I going to rate this? Because I was going, I like this, I like this, I like this, I love this, I like this. Not the greatest, but I don't hate it, you know. I'm actually surprisingly going to give it a 5-star. Because I think Amy totally deserves this 5-star. Because this was a brilliant album. I'm going to cherish this album for as long as I have it. Like, I'm going to keep it for as long as I can. And listen to it for as long as I can. But it's a very good album. Fun fact. This is about me actually, and about to do with Amy. The day I was born, Amy Winehouse died. So the 23rd of July 2011, I was born. And it turns out the midwives were all going, Amy Winehouse, she died. Amy Winehouse, she died. While I was being born. Because she had died at the time. Now, Amy Winehouse, I think she could have been brilliant, and she could have had albums even better than Frank. But unfortunately, she passed away from drugs in 2011, which is very upsetting. But overall, this is a 5-star album review. I really love this, and I'm really happy that my friend Paul Power gave me this, because it's a very good album. Thank you so much for listening to my album review today. This is Frank, Amy Winehouse. One thing, parental advisory, explicit content is plastered over it, so just be careful listening to it if you're a kid. But thank you so much for listening. That's Amy Winehouse's Frank, 5 stars, and I'll see you in the next album review. I hope you enjoyed listening to this episode of Logan Sounds Off. You can follow me on X, Facebook and Instagram at Logan Sounds Off. And don't forget to subscribe and not miss any more cool episodes. Bye guys!